And that decision comes a day after the Shelby County Health Department dropped the mask mandate. Leaders pointed out individual businesses, well, they can still require face coverings if they choose. Meanwhile, the decision to end the countywide mandate is getting mixed reviews tonight. Fox 13's Julian Paris is live downtown. Julian, so what did people tell you today about the mask and the mandate being dropped?
Well, I can tell you that there's definitely been a mixed review. When it comes to the mask mandate and the things that they talked about today, especially in the downtown Memphis area. The health department says that it's a work in progress, and some people still have their reservations.
I like it, but it's unnecessary for us to stay safe.
Memphis resident Valerio Pointer believes the mask mandate being lifted may give the wrong impression moving forward. As a father, he wants to do his part to protect his family, regardless of the recent decision.
You're supposed to think about your child first and their health, so anything to keep their health secured, you do it.
In addition to the COVID update on Thursday by the Shelby County Health Department, health officials say businesses still have the right to require masks indoors. Other businesses have taken advantage of the mask mandate removal already. Near the Arbor Town Apartments in downtown, businesses like the Tug's Casual Grill and the River Inn have taken down signs requiring people to wear masks inside. Workers told me that decision was made after the mask mandate was lifted. Compared to other metro areas like Knoxville and Nashville, officials say cases are lower in Memphis. Others believe the mask mandate should have been taken down a long time ago.
Well, that's good news. I think the whole thing is counterproductive.
William Newton, a longtime Memphis resident, says the restrictions the county has made doesn't make a difference regardless of the numbers.
I'm born and raised in Memphis. I love this city, but it's become too tedious.
And now the 7-day average of new COVID cases in Shelby County is similar to what we saw in early July. And up to this point, 54% of that population in the county has received at least one vaccine dose, but it's far from the health department's goal of 70% in total. Reporting live from Mud Island, Julian Paras, Fox 13 News.